South China Morning Post, 17th of September 2022. China claims a new superweapon like Nazi Germany. Chinese scientists have developed long-distance underwater communication in the South China Sea. Chinese researchers claim to have created and tested underwater communication equipment in the South China Sea's depths, enabling drones and submarines to maintain contact across more than 30,000 square kilometers, 11,600 square miles, or about the size of Belgium. According to the investigation by the team in northwest China, a listening device picked up sound signals from 105 kilometers, 65 miles, away at a depth of 200 meters, 656 feet, during a field test in an essential submarine corridor. Compared to the bandwidth of extremely low-frequency radio broadcast by a naval command to nuclear submarines utilizing the biggest land-based antennas in the world, the data transmission rate of over 200 bits per second, (bps), was achieved. The researchers claim that the encrypted communications were error-free despite loud background disturbances. Low-frequency sounds, such as whale sounds, may travel hundreds or thousands of kilometers in the ocean. Still, it is challenging to recognize these signals and extract useful information from them. The South China Sea experiment's findings demonstrated the new technology's effectiveness and good performance in extending the range and effectiveness of underwater communication. According to publicly accessible information, China has stationed unmanned surface and underwater boats in the area to monitor and gather data. According to the Chinese government's proposal, a deep-sea station in the South China Sea will be operational over the next several years for the docking and recharging of robotic drones. Chinese scientists are also working on drones fueled by throwaway nuclear reactors that can fly great distances in a swarm configuration and smart weapons that can be buried in the ocean floor and triggered during a conflict. According to experts participating in the programs, these AI-driven devices must constantly communicate to exchange information, plan routes, or organize an assault. According to Chinese experts, more than 70% of the sensors failed to detect anything in a challenging environment. The mathematical model utilized in this research was created and assessed to perform better in the area with the use of actual data gathered from the South China Sea. At a conference, Lu's team said earlier this year that they were working on novel technology to transform sound transmissions into whale song to conceal military routes. Large-scale data transmission, like pictures and videos, is still a problem for sound-based communication. The development of laser communication devices for fast transmission across a shorter distance than 100 meters is the focus of an international competition among researchers. After a 2017 underwater experiment by researchers from Fudan University in Shanghai achieved 1 gigabit per second across 63 meters, 206 feet, China now owns the record. According to certain Chinese experts, the speed and range of underwater laser devices will be considerably increased by next-generation communication technology or 6G. Like Nazi Germany, China is developing superweapons to compensate for its imbalance in forces and arsenal while facing the Allied forces.